Welcome back to the Rabbit's Chair. Last week we were concreting the chairs, we had a look at what the goats got up to, and we cleared a bit of the garden. This week it's our wedding anniversary, just April the 1st. So we're going to have a bit of a fire this week and a bit of a celebration of our wedding anniversary. But we're also going to be clearing up around the carousel, moving things around, ready for the bigger jobs that we've got coming up over the next few weeks. We'll have a look also at what we do with waste products or collected foraged things. So looking at some wines, some beers, and see what Ed's been up to with some really resourceful waste, really. So art-wise, we'll have a look at some of the performances that's happened around the carousel. We'll talk a bit about the boat, because we've got to clear that off a little bit as well. So we're talking a bit about the small boat that we've got in the carousel area, ready for that to be moved when we do the major jobs around here over the next weeks. So yeah, busy this weekend, so let's see how much we get done and let's see how we get on. Okay, so let's go, let's see what's happening. So, under all of that is the boat. So this boat, I've no idea what it is. It's a sailing boat of some sort, but we managed to pick it up once when I was working on a series of films. So one of the things we did with the series was collect things for 99p off eBay, and so we picked this up for 99p once a few years ago, and it's been used for loads of different performances ever since. So the following is a series of those performances, really, and some of the artists that have been here on residency. So let's have a look at some of the performances.
Toast.
One of our main produce on the farm are eggs. We have an abundance of eggs throughout the year. They kind of drop off a little bit in winter because the hens need to rest, and they molt, and then they start producing the eggs again, and so we have eggs most days through the year. And if you come on residency, there's a very, very good chance you're going to be having eggs in one form or another. This week's great news is the chickens are out of lockdown.
Nice to see the chickens back out enjoying themselves after their lockdown. And nice to be reminded of the breakfast that we have when the artists are on residence here. And yeah, hopefully looking forward to the time when we can have resident artists back again and enjoy some more times around the fire with them. So, but now it's time to clear up again. So go and clear up round the carousel. We take it out and we swap it out. I think you'll spread the ashes in the field. Really? Well, where else are we going to put them? We throw in the garden, but they might kill the fruit trees. We don't want to do that mistake yet. So we've had a long day clearing around the carousel, and now we're enjoying our wedding anniversary celebrations around the fire. With a little bit of homebrew. Just a little. Tomorrow we're going to go off and look for some. So I can just see Sally behind me.
I didn't do anything.
It's been a long day around the carousel today. We've cleared up a lot. We've still got more to do. We're now celebrating our wedding anniversary around the fire. A little bit of homebrew. Tomorrow we're going to look for some garlic, see whether it's started to grow yet. And we'll also bottle a little bit more of the homebrew, a little bit more of the wine, and also have a look at what Ed's been doing with this special waste product. Well, we're on our way over to have a look at the garlic. We thought we'd check the field. It looks like it's drying, but there's just bits of it where you put your foot and it actually, oops, there you go, you actually sink into it. So it's nearly dry. So another week or so and we should be there. So we're back at the garlic that we came to see the other week, and now it's all started to grow. So there's loads more here. This is why we've come out a couple of weeks later. It's quite a lot of growth in a short time. But yeah, time for some garlic. I'm going to pick through this. There's a lot of it's disease. Well, there's too many nettles. So we pick through it here. We've been doing a bit of a nettle harvest at some point. Well, we'll go around the farm, come back here. That's the answer about whether you can eat it. It's like condensed garlic. Very strong.
It'd be alright in cooking, but not on its own.
Right, time for some garlic pesto. So we've already got a little bit made up that Sally's been doing, but essentially my job now is to chop all of this up finely, ready to go in with some sunflower seeds, a little bit of cheese and some oil. Oh, no. Can't imagine it. What did you put in the bowl? It's got olive oil in it. Or... Is it? Yeah. Or is that about it? No, it's quite nice. It's up to you. It's all right, I think.
Yeah, otherwise we use the taste of it. You don't need any more texture, it's just mixing.
Do it. So, winter's pretty long and quite hard work with the animals. Involves a lot of clearing out stables, clearing out sheds, and Ed's been spending a lot of time clearing out over the winter, and that's made him think. And thinking what he does with the waste products from all these horses. So, well, let's have a look at what he's been doing, and I'll leave him to introduce what he's been thinking about and the new product that we've got going on now. So let's have a look what Ed's been up to.
Hello. So I've just made some shit bricks ready for winter out of Golden's poop. So I've got a fast forwarded one. I don't know if we'll show that or what, depending on what it is. Might chop it up a bit. But here they are, ready for winter. Need to go out the way to dry. Going to be making these all through summer. Hopefully going to get a better method than this shit brick maker, because this is meant for paper brick making, and it's not the nicest. So we're probably going to be making a different sort where I can kind of like pull a lever and it compresses it more, and it also makes a hole in the middle of it so it burns better. But these are the first tests. Let's see what happens.
So it's quite an interesting and resourceful use of waste, really. We are going to make a new brick maker, and yeah, we'll let you see over time how we get on, and hopefully stock up ready for next winter. But now we'll stay with Ed. We're going to have a look to see whether his bike's finished and whether he actually finally managed to sort it out. Shall we have a look?
Yep. Any fluid?
No, it's clear.
All good then.
Good. Well, it's good to see that he's managed to get that sorted out and give him time to some more projects. Now it's time to go and have a look what we've been doing with all this foraged foods. Some of the wines and beers that we've had on the go for over the last year, and yeah, just a bit catch up. We've got time now to get things together, bottle them, and so yeah, let's go see. Let's have a look what we get on with those.
So the fun thing about these bottles are, and the main reason why we use these bottles, is not just because they look nice, but they have these glass kind of tops, so we don't have to cork them every time, and they've got a very nice kind of rubber seal on them that fit really tightly. When I actually put it on right, there we go. So it means we don't have to cork them, and it makes it really easy to open and seal. But this is just also so happens to be my nana's favourite wine at the moment, and it has been for a while. So we have a lot of these bottles, luckily, to bottle all the wine. Relax.
So that's just a bit of an insight into the produce that we've been working on over the last year or so. We'll keep adding to those as we get fresh fruits, fresh growth around the year, making more wines, pickling more produce, and just generally preparing for winter. We were going to work around the carousel. We were going to get more work done, but this happened. So that stopped us for a bit, but we've had a really busy week anyway, so it was quite a nice break. It's been good to catch up with all of the produce, look at what we do with a bit of the waste materials, and we'll keep looking back at those. Next week, we're going to have a look at Ed's other project. So another project he's got on the go is his piece of artwork. We're going to do a lot more sorting around the carousel, so some final jobs ready to do the big jobs over the next few weeks. And we're also going to have a look at what we get up to when we do some drawings with the animals. And so spending a bit of time doing some artwork and yeah, just sort of getting to know the animals even more through drawings. So it's been a good week this week, very busy week, but we'll see you next week on the Rabbit's Chair.